The AFT has a history of turning heads with innovative ideas for improving education. It was, after all, Albert Shanker who is credited with the idea of charter schools and the National Board for Professional Teaching Standards. So in 2009, when AFT President Randy Weingarten announced the creation of the AFT Innovation Fund to support its members' best ideas for school reform, people, and most importantly, educators, paid attention.
The fund is our union's way of incubating promising ideas to help strengthen our public schools. It will encourage unions, our local unions, to think outside of the box and develop novel, sustainable ways to close the achievement gap.
The Innovation Fund's first funding priorities were deliberately crafted to reflect key areas that unions could influence, such as teacher development and evaluation, labor management collaboration, community partnerships, and new models of public education. Less than a year after the Innovation Fund's creation, two of its first investments, projects to create comprehensive new teacher evaluation systems in New York and Rhode Island, won a prestigious federal I-3 grant to continue their reform efforts. The AFT was one of just 49 winners in a pool of some 1,700 applicants.
We thought that this was an opportunity for us to propose developing an evaluation support system that would not shy away from the rigor that we think is needed, but also fold in really high quality feedback so that it would be not a punitive system, but instead a system that's really focused on educator growth.
What we learn from these experiences will shape and inform the next generation of teacher evaluation locally and nationally. Most importantly, it is led by practitioners and their union.
The ABC Federation of Teachers and School District is a pioneer in the field of labor management partnership. Now that is being spread to individual schools.
What's happening in this district in particular is exciting. I would imagine that if this were happening in all districts, that we really could make a difference.
It's easy to start partnerships, but to sustain them is hard work. But I do it again in a heartbeat because the benefits for students and the benefits for our members is outstanding.
The Innovation Fund grantees continue to influence the national dialogue on education. The ABC Federation of Teachers was a featured presenter at a 2011 conference on labor management collaboration. The Innovation Fund has supported the negotiation of a contract for teachers at the Chicago Talent Development High School, a unionized public charter school in an underserved Chicago neighborhood. Their contract is a model for other charter school operators.
The Innovation Fund grant that the school received was to develop a product that would be a new way of union management relationships in schools.
So exciting, such a bottom-up sort of way of reform and a total collaboration on the administrative end and on the teacher's end. And I think that's what's so great about the Innovation Fund is that by bringing everybody together in the collective bargaining agreement and instruction and curriculum planning, the more powerful we become.
In partnership with the National Council of La Raza, the Innovation Fund is helping San Antonio Public Schools reach out to parents to improve teacher-parent relationships, help parents understand what it takes to get their children ready to go to college, and explain school policies to avoid misunderstandings and missed opportunities.
Good morning, parents. Good morning, children. Good morning, teachers and school employees.
I think that it's very crucial that not only parents and schools, but the community all come together to make sure that the students are successful.
For the empanadas that Abuela made.
Just being here and hearing Dr. Cortez giving us the ideas and sharing us all those new books, it gives me an excitement to know that those books are out there and I can try to get them and bring them to my daughter.
On the chopping block are all of the district's graduation support coordinators. They help make sure students have everything they need to graduate.
Thanks to an Innovation Fund grant, the Anchorage Council of Education faced down layoffs of graduation coaches, like Eric Spade. They have played a big part in the steadily improving student graduation rate in Anchorage.
My freshman year, I was going to drop out even before I got to sophomore year. But talking to Spade, You know, he saved my life to where I can have a career and not be the failure that I thought I was. He gave me hope.
The Anchorage Local plans to work with the University of Alaska to create a first-of-its-kind certificate program for graduation support professionals that can be replicated around the country. The Innovation Fund is a clarion call for creative ideas that unite educators and key stakeholders to help all students not just dream their dreams, but achieve them. Only a couple years into its existence, and already the Innovation Fund is making a difference every day.
The members of AFT, from the bus driver in New Mexico to the public service worker to everybody that's a member, thank you, members of AFT, for letting us and ABC use this innovation money for our kids. Thank you.